Hello. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? I hope y'all are good. Let's go finish up the game, shall we? Or, you know, this patch. Bunch of patch stories. We ain't anywhere close to being near done with the game itself, but this little chunk, we're right there. Where we are needed, Minfilia is eyeing you with a mixture of regret and desperation. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I am sorry to say that I as of yet been unable to do so. Now I realize you were more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Yeah, sure. Generous to a fault. Thank you, Fernlona. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safeties, and so we ask that the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Coltide were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You are truly a pillar of strength, Fernlona. Hoary Boulder shall share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Hoary, I'm a-comin'. As the only two surviving Rogadin in this goddamn institution. I had no idea you would be assisting us personally, Fernlona. My serious apologies for dragging you into our affairs. Fernlona, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Yeah. Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coltide? Our misfortune is becoming a blessing. An opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light herself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by mulms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Fernlona, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He'll determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Fernlona! In spirit, we shall be together every step of the way! Yeah, okay, Hoary. Up. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Mindy? You just gonna... Okay. Up, there we go. I knew it! I knew you wanted to get on my shoulder, you little dick. At last, the science woman deigns to grace me with her presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Do you not know who the fuck I am? I swear to God. Our first destination is Issamhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. Sir? I swear. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain my work and stuff for no interruptions. Then please, stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Yeah. I took the right enemy, thank you. I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though if I could make one suggestion, you might want to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I don't like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. I'm going to kick you into this fucking pit you're staring into, okay? Now then, snake molt the weights, shall we? I love having flight! It's so useful! Because otherwise you would have had to, like, either go this way or this way. But we can just go across. Right about here, yes? As I said before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for a dangerous beast as I work. Yeah. I'm a going. That's a big fucking tree. Fascinating. These meetings are not at all what I suspected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to work slate. I have one more site to survey. This place is gay? And you can sense it in the air? I could basically just make that joke every single time someone mentions the word queer. It's a free joke. It's easy. Low-hanging fruit. As before, my guardian, pray lead me to my task and ensure our safety. Okay. Oh, damn, more of them. Okay, we good. This data should prove invaluable to... Hey gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothes reeking of blood and offal. Buddy, I just killed a bunch of spirits. I don't know if they have a smell. You chose to paddle in the Ichor a while longer, I take it. No matter, I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. Are you calling me stinky? I swear to God, you little shit. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. The least among us. Who better to serve at the signs of the Seventh Dawn than a humble scholar and his faithful assistant? For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? Now, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along. Also, whenever I'm voicing these, like, thoughts about, like, I'm gonna kick you in a pit, those are my thoughts, but also a little tiny bit of Friendlona's inner thoughts. She would never voice them. She is a professional. She knows how to work with, you know, people that are disagreeable. Doesn't stop her from having the thoughts, though. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to watch while I take measurements. Yeah. Yes, quite high. Yet still markedly lower than historical measurements taken near the end of the Sixth Astral Era. Did the presence of a primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Something else. Something else? This is Silent in here! I need you! So that's where Wildred went. Fear not, my friends, help has arrived! There you are, Friendlona. Hor and I were worried when you and your charge had failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog. But not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Or gutted like a hog, but not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. A real mark on his sword or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What would cause Wildred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Friendlona. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. So do I. Wildred, for those of you who don't remember, is one of the guys from Little Alamigo, one of the youths that got tricked by Assassins into trying to steal crystals from the Amalja in order to summon Ralgr so that they can go take real Alamigo back from the Garleans. And we were like, kick their asses to be all like, don't do that, that's stupid, don't summon a primal. And then he joined the Crystal Braves and was just like, oh hell yeah, I'm so excited to go like save the realm and help everyone. I'm gonna make up for my mistakes and like idiocy. And then Real, the like kind of spy Crystal Brave with the eye patch, he then mentioned how after we repelled the attack of Garleans on the Cerulean processing plant over in northern Thanaland, he was just like, hey, has anyone seen Wildred? No one has seen him since this operation. And so, it looks like this happened to him. We spoke a few times in the Rising Stones. He wasn't as experienced as some of the other Braves, but gods, he had passion. Gods, what a waste. Pray leave matters to here. Pray leave matters here to us, Ramona. You must return to the Rising Stones and inform the antecedent at once. I've never been this close to a oh gods. You'll get used to it, for better or for worse, sir. Oh yeah, and interestingly, Rio had also mentioned that Willward had noticed something about the books, the funds for the Crystal Braves not adding up, but then mysteriously disappeared before he can tell Rio anymore. Fernlona, you are returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Willward is dead. We found him. Looks like he'd been stabbed. Willward dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how could that be? I will send word to Alphino at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Willward's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this? And why? I don't know. A time to every purpose. While others look forward to the impending royal banquet, Minfilia cannot help but look into the past. Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in the Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in a common cause.
That's right, boys. Mondo Cool.
Hey, Ghoul. Welcome, welcome. One of ours has been murdered. And we don't know who did it, but we also have a celebration coming up, and so we're like, oh, god damn it. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean Alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Asians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the Primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they were bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Moonbreda. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Lamin a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Hey, Benzo. Welcome, welcome. We're coming up on the end. Off to the big soiree, Frelona? Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lass. Something on your mind? Wilred has been murdered! By the Navigator. Wilred's dead! God damn it. They must have known they've been rumbled. I mean, sod it. It's past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from, and so I had to dig around. On the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo consortium. Daft names for a business if I ever heard one, which is what gave me which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. It didn't take long to find the common thread. They were all owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for it, the amateurs what they are. Short of calling one of his businesses the bloody bribery consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men of the first and third are taking Telegi's coin. But now that we know what some of them are, that read me right either the ones that did for Wilred. The honest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kinds of questions. Bound to attract attention, he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't, god damn me. Still, I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He had a scheme with all the care of a drunk piston into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this, so we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay this dead old blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that, you have my word. And Frelona, mind yourself and when you're an die, eh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind what'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Yeah, everything's very stinky. As I had pointed out last time. Anyway. Not that. I'm here. If I did not know better, I should think our bard had run afoul of another jilted lover. Banquet? Is that... No, that's just my imagination. Oh, pay no attention to me. 'Tis a habit from my misspent youth, looking over my shoulder from time to time. Yeah, dude? It's a banquet, so there'll definitely be food. But will there also be dancing? And if there is, will it be before or after the food? Dancing on a full stomach is no fun. But neither is being hungry. What to do? I do hope Ida is not under the impression that we're here to make merry. We are ostensibly the antecedents escort, after all. We have been waiting for you, Frelona. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi had just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Come, but not gone. A hero must go wherever she is needed, and according to Minfilia, you're needed elsewhere. We will go on ahead, Frelona. Pray, join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. What happened to our grand entrance together? Give my regards to Modi. And let her know that I will call upon her anon. Are you just flirting with everyone, bud? Can you not? And back to the etherite. To the Adventurers Guild. Oh yeah, there's a holiday going on. I forgot. Yes, we have Fantasy Easter. What's your next question? Don't worry about it. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Verlona. I know you got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alian, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Really touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I would have thought those signs of a troubled heart. But something tells me she ain't planning to ask your thoughts on a gentleman caller. Interesting. Where's the coffin? Coffin. There we go. As you stand on the platform, your thoughts begin to wander. And all too soon, the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Alian. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Keycurn and the buzzing of syrphids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Ramona, is that you? What brings you out this way? Lieutenant Alian? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed the spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. I pray return to Old Daw, Lona. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I'll tell you you were here. Everything's stinky! I don't like any of it!
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ool has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Was that the weird... Yep. This tiny glass container appears to have been used before. But to contain what, pray tell? The world may never know. Eggs just laying around. I reckoned you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alian. What's the matter? No appetite? No, I have this weird vial. So she wasn't there, but this was, eh? Let's see. Looks to me like an, alchemist's vial, but beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Any road, no use really worrying about Alian. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long. And when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, we've got more important things to think about. Yeah, this is the banquet, so actually... why don't we get dressed up? Right. Let's see, what do we have? What do we have? Hi, Mitty, can you get out of the way? What would make good? That could work. Mayhaps. What gloves go with it, though? Especially if this is supposed to be a banquet. Kinda like that. That kinda works. Alright, pants. What pants do we've got? That, nope. Not wearing Mad Max pants either. That could almost work. Can I dye this? Why is that the only part that dies? What do you mean? Hate that. Nope, that's not. I refuse that one. What the hell do we have? Why do I have, like, no good pants? What the fuck are any of these? Maybe? God, why is coming up with outfits so hard? That also kind of works. That would work, but I don't. This is the 2B stuff, right? Yeah, those are the 2B leggings, so I'm not fucking wearing pants. There's underwear in there, but. Hey, I'm trying to get dressed up for a banquet, but coming up with outfits is hard. Okay, well, hang on. What if we have, like, a good boot? Do we have any good thigh highs? Because then my pants don't matter as much. I hate trying to come up with outfits, dude. I'm not good at this. Oh, these are the same fucking thing. They're just different colors. I can get rid of one of those. What's in the armoire? Do I have anything here? That would be helpful. Anything at all. That kind of works, maybe. Give me different shoes, but that could kind of work. Now, what are some good boots? I have, like, no fucking boots. Do that. Well, the problem with most of these now is that I have no socks or tights, because those are built into the pants. Can I dye the gold at all? Not really. Damn it. Then there's the fucking 2B boots. Does that work? Like at all? I don't know how the fuck fashion works, dude. Is this a fit? Is this a look? Does this work? I hate fashion, dude. Yeah, and I have like no earrings. I wish I could dye the gold of those boots to be, I don't know, a little more silvery to match the top, but this is the best I've got. Can I do anything with you to make you match a teensy tiny bit more? I don't think I can. Okay, well, we'll save that. But then, what's another one I don't need? What don't I need? I don't need this anymore. Can I come up with a better outfit? That is the question. Because we're going to keep that other one. We're going to keep... We're going to keep this one just in case I can't come up with anything better. But I'm like, can I come up with something better? Yeah, I kind of like this dress a little bit more. Sure, that's a look. Oh, hell yeah, let's just wear some big bulky gloves, armored gloves, that'll do it. The gloves can be a bit of a highlight? Maybe. I don't have a lot of good gloves, though, is the problem. Is that something? I don't know how the fuck fashion works, dude. Okay. Pants, pants, pants. It's actually fine because we now have a longer skirt. If the pants are non-existent. Because I think this is part of how the outfit just goes. Like, do I have the 51 casting? No, I don't. No, I don't. Because, these are all from the same set, so everything but the gloves is supposed to go together. Someone help! I need more. I need more opinions. Let's wear a fundoshi. That'll do it. Got 2B leggings. Yeah, so these give the illusions of having really long boots. Well, this is more of just like the tights. Those are what those boots actually look like. Fucking gloves are too heavy. Okay. Should I add something on the shoulders? I can't! This is what the top is! It's this or nothing! I can't do anything like that! But also, hey, Ayakashi, how you guys doing? But gloves are too heavy, thank you, that helps. Quite like the black trousers with this. Yeah, but the point of having a thing like this is that you're showing off leg, right? Triggering my what if everything could be more black instincts. Yeah, we got a boob window. Y'all are fine? Hell yeah. I don't have fucking good gloves for this. I have no fucking gloves! I feel like this might be better with less leg. Well, we're not doing fucking shorts, that's... If only you could do some like jewels like rings or bracelets. I kinda do, but I don't have any fucking saved. Like, hang on, if I do this. Yeah, no, you can't really see my bracelets or my rings, really. Hi, Em. We can't figure out what pants I should wear. We need help. We're a bunch of people with no fashion sense trying to figure out how to fashion. Shorts, thigh highs done. What shorts do I even fucking have? I have another mini skirt I could shove under there. Black lace looked nice. What? Which one? This one? Okay, yeah, and then boots. Boots. That completely eats up the white sock, and I don't know if that's good or bad. Oh, that's clipping. That's clipping. That's unfortunate. Do I have any other big thighs? Oh yeah, I have these fun boots. I don't think they work with this outfit anymore, but they're not high enough. Fuck yeah, sneakers, let's go. Weird sandals. Boots. More weird sandals. The same fucking boot, but it's slightly different color. I should fix that. Whatever the hell this is. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Let's do bulky elf shoes. That'll do it. I just hate how this is clipping. I hate how this one clips. Sneakers totally gives the visions of her taking a long summer then changing when the fight breaks out. Yeah. What the fuck is that? Why do I have so many weird sandals? Why does Summoner have so many weird sandals? Second row, fourth column, these? Crocs, done. Don't quite have Crocs, unfortunately. I have loafers. At least I think these are loafers. Done, 0 out of 10. Oh, hell yeah, now those are some sneakers. Zidane boots. Oh, fuck yeah, Santa boots. Let's go. There we do it. That'll do it. What the fuck are those? I hate how these are supposed to be platform like shoes, but because your height isn't changing, they just make your legs look shorter. Fuck, I can't die that! Damn it! Though there's some big stompy boots. More sandals. And you're a bunch of gear. Yeah, I mean, I do have 2B boots, but I fucking hate that. That's not where a human foot goes. That doesn't look right to me and I hate it. But the rest of it's good. Now, do these gloves work? Because I can't get rid of these things unless I do, like, big gloves, like, you know, these ones. You think it would just be shoes, but it affects so many things, right? Read a blog a post a while ago about what another nightmare things like high heels are for a game dev. Oh, yeah. Does this work? I have no fucking gloves. I have cat mittens. How about cat mittens? That'll do it. Fuck yeah, dude. Do I have any half-hand gloves? Yeah, I have like these ones. That gets just eaten. I have cat paws. I have whatever the fuck this is. These would be just like nails, I think, right? Yeah, these ones, get your nails did. Unfortunately, I don't have the pure black one, which is, you know, the one that would actually work. I don't have this. That gets eaten. Can you be dyed a darker color? Kind of. Got fingerless. Whatever the fuck that is. Fuzzy gloves. The literal, this like, you know, wrapping, bandage wrapping. I have whatever the hell these are. Can these be dyed? Kind of. That could maybe work. I think, for example, your character is a different height now. Do you need to redo all your animations when they touch anything even simple? Yeah, it's weird. Something you never noticed is apparently animating people handing over objects is a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, no. That's why in like Horizon, for example, whenever they're like, oh, thank you for helping me, Aloy, here, have this reward, they're handing stuff just below where the screen ends. So that they don't actually have to animate them passing anything over. Unfortunately, my rings cannot be changed because otherwise my only option is to hide them. Big gloves, big gloves, big gloves. Have those. Oh, fuck yeah, there we go. Just add in some armor. Perfect. Big chunky. fuck? Why is there still blue? That could almost work. Are we going to a party? Yes, we're going to a banquet. That could almost work. I just wish it didn't have the tattoos. Fucking gloves, dude. How is that so that we can just move on with our lives? Save and apply. Let's fucking get out of here. All right, we're all dressed up and ready to go. Right, we need to go back into New Game Plus. Okay. You'd wear the shit out of this? Hell yeah. The parting glass. Judging by Momodi's grin, your star could not rise any higher. Would you believe that, while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems Her Grace desires a private audience. But you're also a big goth. I mean, Fernlona looks good in black. Granted, most people look good in black, but Fernlona looks good in black. Her handmaiden will wait you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So, what are you waiting for? Go on then, go!
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light.
I am.
God, you couldn't even see Alphino, he's so short!
To be in high spirits. A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Yeah, I would love to go to a ball where it's just Ichiban singing.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty Warrior of Light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
What do you mean, your Warrior of Light, bud?
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
Weird little Nepo baby, I swear to God, you need to learn some humility. Chamber of Rule. Sorry, I'm late. I'm here. I'm coming. Thank you for coming, madam. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or, if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Welcome to the very first several cutscenes will play in sequence. And I believe it is also the longest case of several cutscenes will play in sequence.
Enter.
Yeah, caution, this game contains scenes. Well, I mean, to be fair, in this game, you could, in theory, also be queuing for, like, some other kind of thing as you're progressing through the story because you're a mad person. And it's supposed to be like, okay, hey, you're not going to be free from these cutscenes for a while. If you're queued for something, maybe don't be.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Pray, come in, and take your ease.
"'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde."
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
You mean the token force? They did nothing.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Y'all did fucking nothing. Okay, well, I mean, I guess Reborn did send more forces than the other city-states, because he was just like, hey, if we let the brass blades, like, have control of the city, we can send more immortal flames. But still, y'all did fucking nothing. It was all me.
Such noble words after the fact.
Same, Alphino.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. 'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Ignoring Alamigo, which is still under Garlean occupation, but yeah, 4 out of 5 ain't bad.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
Is Yu Yu Hase floating?
You wished a word, Yu Yu Hase?
Was he floating? His feet weren't touching his shadow.
You may go.
Your Grace.
Our size difference?
Curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion.
She barely fits in her chair, as in she is too small. I barely fit in my chair, as if I am too big. I am like when an adult tries to sit in a chair meant for first graders.
I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Reborn, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
Of course I'll help.
I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Oh no. Oh, how convenient you show up immediately.
Your Grace! Her Grace! The Sultana is dead.
Not even gonna check for a pulse or nothing.
Poison in her wine? You did this!
Oh God, no, fuck, no, 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 no.
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
Have you not considered the person who poured her wine?
I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Actually, I'm a summoner? That's a joke because there's a class in this game called Viper now. I'm being framed! Help!
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Oh, hi, Cam Clark.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Yeah, Lucia's smart. Lucia knows the stinky.
Fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
Is that also Cam Clark? Why is he voicing every random guy?
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
God damn it, Thancred.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
Well, nothing seems to be going well tonight, huh?
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without Her Grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant.
Doesn't that make you more sus? Because you don't have an alibi except for people in your payroll?
I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in Her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
How'd you throw me to the ground so easily when I'm so much taller than you?
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu ul Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
That was planted!
How
That's not mine!
Convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration?
Herself?
A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
This was Ulda's idea, not ours? We were invited? What are you talking about?
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will.
It's called We Helped Them, and they're thankful for it.
And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend.
'Cause we helped save his city? What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands.
What are you on?
Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes.
Don't you think that's also a little sus that you won't let anyone see the body?
For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
You mean the handmaiden that poured her the wine? I see.
This cannot be. Nanamo. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
Are you calling Nanamo a burden?
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You probably shouldn't have said that.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Fucking get his ass! Looks like Teleji was only half the manipulator he thought he could be.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow Syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
I think now's not the time to be taunting him.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
And there goes Robon's arm.
Reborn!
7 hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Reborn. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter.
That's a cool line, but also why are we talking about balls?
Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die!
Fuck yeah, robot! You think him losing an arm and bleeding out's gonna stop him? The robot's so fucking cool! My bindings. Thanks, bud.
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
Yeah, Thancred's always just joking.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid.
Why do you window yourself, game? Come back.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Thancred, where have you been? Meanwhile, the show your partner's watching said immediately after, in your mom's closet. And given how he likes to flirt with people, he genuinely probably would be in someone's mom's closet.
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe has thought to have the rising stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ulda. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Nanamo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
Well, maybe we should have talked about this while moving.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
You do realize the floor we're on is a circle. They can just go the other way.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Yes? Why are you meeting suspiciously in the hallway?
Now look what you've done.
Hey, look, we can see Ida's eyes for the first time. Or, you know, eye.
Are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalimo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
Monk LB3, let's go! Seventh heaven! Yeah, all the gun emotes. Now my dress is in the sewer water.
Such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
My dress is getting all dirty and soggy.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
God, we're just dropping like flies!
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
Fucking booking it.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
And there's an arrow to the knee. What is this, Skyrim?
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done! Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Nymphilia.
Heidelin, she speaks to me. No.
Nymphilia?
I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me.
Nymphilia?
Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. "'Tis the only way."
God damn it, Heidelin, why'd you have to take Minfilia from me? I'm surprised we're running this well in sewers and uphill with our fucking thigh-high heels.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others?
I'll say Alphino made it out. Somehow. I'm the only one left. Everyone else stayed behind so I could escape, except for Minfilia, who just—
Damn that man!
Stayed behind because God told her to?
Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Hey, Brennan! He's the guy who, got us into Limsa on his ship. Also, is his VA Mimir from the Norse God of War games? He sounds like Mimir.
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard! I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
Thank you, Alice. Also, how did you know Alice?
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Had a your what moment did not hear boots?
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Aldin's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
We do?
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
I guess it pays to have helped nearly everyone in this continent. Them soldiers will be keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Uldar and get the lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. You three raids here help me along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. All right, let's go. Man, it figures my luck would improve to be good twice in a row. I remember when I did this quest the first time, when I got sped out here, it was like nighttime still, and it was raining, and I'm just like, God, that fit so well. This does not. I was still hoping of maybe, but no. How could I have been so blind? But also, yeah, did you like that several cutscenes would play in sequence? That was like 40 fucking minutes of cutscenes in an MMO. I told you that one was... I think it's still the longest several cutscenes will play in sequence. I'm not certain. I'm fairly sure it is, but I could be wrong. The most unassuming folk can prove our greatest... The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Frenlona, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. Master Alphino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. As long as you and Frenlona are free, we may yet still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Tarupin, but Alphino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Hi, Sid! Sid? What are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But, pray, tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I have the Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monetarists and the Crystal Braves. Korthus, Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. Well, that settles it. Come with me, everyone! Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the Monetarists and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in other city-states. But know that I shall too do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not suspect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior Light and our allies, no matter what the Monetarists claim. Master Tautopin, I know not what to say. Now that Father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alphino. Your airship awaits. Up! There's no rest for the righteous. Funny, we found the Enterprise here in Korthus, and now it's returning us to Korthus. Thanks, Sid. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Haurchefant. Mayhap he will know what to do. Let's maybe not run in the snow in heels. That seems like a smart idea. Haurchefant, everything's gone to shit. Please help. Not you, Mitty. Master Alphino told me your tale, Forlona. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. 'Twould be best if I explained in full. Before the dawn, in times of trouble, there are few things more precious than unconditional support.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The falling snows, or some such.
Dorsifon, I love you!
All frivolity aside,
thank you, bud.
Who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Uldar will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions.
Rest?
'Tis bitterly cold this day.
There's more than just Alpha?
There are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Why do you say companions plural? Who managed to escape? And what of those who did not? Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside? Upon proceeding into the intercessory, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. This is much, much shorter than the other one. Oh, hey, Tataru! Alphino, Fernona? Is it really you? I'm so happy that you are. I tried contacting Midfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And the Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamin told me to run, and so I did. I ran and ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Hey, look, it's Yugiri unmasked! She's so fucking pretty! Yugiri's so pretty! Yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, huh? Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes. So we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping the others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we have yet cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honor.
'Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes, and look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. 'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
So, Master Alphino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at that. Okay, it was a streamer you watched before me. Okay, so Twitch just glitched out and displayed the wrong name. I was just like, huh?
Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Yeah, there you go, Alphino. And that's a Realm Reborn in its entirety. Post patches included. Whenever I get around to doing this again, we will be in the first expansion, Heaven's Word. Man, I love A Realm Reborn a lot. A lot of people riff on it because it does have several moments that are very slow. And the post patches used to have a lot of just like fluff and filler before they trimmed that down. Again, that's not how you spell Sam Riegel's name. That's not how you spell it. But going through it again, it is still better than what you would think it to be. I mean, yeah, sure, compared to the other expansions, it's the weakest one, but it's not bad by itself. It just has to do, like, a lot of build-up and, like, foundation work. Because there were stuff that we saw, especially in the post-patches, that I was like, I forgot these moments get brought up this early. There's so much payoff to be had. I don't have the lighters command. I'm so sorry. You have to just do it manually. God, I love Answer so much. It's such a good song. I'm sorry, I'm just listening to the song now. It's good. That is sure is a screenshot of Shiva you took. Oh yeah, Mr. Vampire Man. Forgot about him. Of the past, for our future is taken. Born of strife, these trials dissuade us not. Oh god, this screenshot with Nabrialis just... I forgot to mention it, but Moonbreeda's fate is something even the writers got upset about. Or at least, you know, a writer got upset about, because Moonbreeda was created by a writer, Ishikawa. And Ishikawa had a bunch of, you know, like, big plans for Moonbreeda. But then, the writer of the next patch was not Ishikawa, and then without consulting Ishikawa, just killed Moonbreeda. Like, no, like, talk or anything, just went for it, and Ishikawa got so fucking mad. I want to say the writers are now, like, better communicate, like, now have like better communication between each other, and this incident may have been the inciting incident, but how does this even happen?
trust unto tomorrow. In one fleeting moment from the land of life glow. Yet in one fleeting moment for a new gift doth grow. In the same fleeting moment thou must live, die, and know.
God, I love answers! God, I love answers! It's so good! Anyway.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Not pleased, are you? And yet you were also scheming. Hi, Robot. I guess you got medical attention for your arm? And it's you two again. Nabrialis is no more. Why are we back in the cellar? You guys have your own Organization 13 meeting room. I saw it. I was taken there in the fight against Nabrialis. Why are you back in the cellar? Why are you back in your mom's basement? The Ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. We like being in Mom's basement. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. Mayhap Mom makes them good food. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will, they shall reap the salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. Arianje? I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Are you boys planning to take over the world again? Well, okay, but dinner's ready in 5 minutes. Like, she opens up the door and the light gets in, and they're all just like, oh, Mom! We need it dark!
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Can you stop speaking cryptically, dude? I'm not going to give you uppies or dino chicken nuggies if you keep this up. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavensward. And that's it! We're done! We did it! We did all of this! I mean, granted, you know, this bit was just these parts, but we've done all of this! Whenever we get back to this game, we'll be doing these parts! Granted, there's still a lot to do. But hey, look, we're one down! We did it! We're free! Just do that. What time is it? Oh, hang on. I know one thing we can do. It'll be a complete mood whiplash to what we just saw, but we could indeed do it. In 3 minutes, a random event will happen at the Gold Saucer. Bodacious bear! Oh, I'm fucking dumb. I forgot. I didn't move stream comments, that's why. I forgot to hide other people's names! My bad. Wait, fuck. Never. There we go, that's better. Because I'm so used to playing with everyone's name always displayed on my own that I just forgot to notice, hey, I forgot to hide other players' names for stream purposes to make the screen just a tiny little bit less cluttered. Whoopsies. Jackpot. Fuck. Jackpot? Nope. What to grab? That still has a chance of being decent. That one. Fuck yeah! Secondary jackpot. I'll take it. Ah, fuck, it's Leap of Faith! God damn it, I'm so bad at Leap of Faith! Especially because this is going to be a self-map. My beloved. Want to see how platforming works in a game that's not meant for platforming? Fucking hate Bleed of Faith, dude. So you basically are just trying to get to the end while collecting as many cactars on the way as you can. Sounds simple. It is not. Because unlike most platformers, once you are in the air, you have no control over yourself. You have to just commit. And it sucks. There's someone, I just saw someone fall. And then here's this fucking tree. I hate this tree so much. Oh god, I dislike this tree. I don't like it, no sir. Alright, that's all the silver ones. Fucking, I hate this tree with a passion. I fucking hate this tree. I fucking want to scream. You have 10 minutes to do this, which sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's not. I've just straight up not finished several times. Why didn't you go forward more? Oh god, fucking. Okay, okay. Okay? Okay. Alright, that's everything but the gold, which is way the fuck over there. I am taking the coward strat of pass the goal first to make sure no matter what happens now, I have been marked as completed. Even if I run out of time. And now we try to get for the gold. Hit. Yes! We got it! Yes! I actually did it! Like, fuck! Get me out of here! Oh, God. Also, there are two things that I kind of want to show off, just because I didn't have the best chance to show them off on this stream. Can you be killed before your phase transition? I sure hope you can't. Okay, yes, you become invincible, thank God. Because I want to show off her Phase 2 song a bit more. Because it's a good song. Embrace serenity, renounce the hatreds that consume you. And scatter them like dust in the wind. And also now I get to guarantee I'm the one who gets stepped on. Like, listen to this fucking song. Paramore ass song and I love it. I'm so surprised I didn't touch the wall there. Love this song, it's so good. It's such a good song. I love it so much. It sucks that you're only able to hear like a little bit of it because she dies so fast. And then the other thing I want to show off is I was afraid of Bahamut. After, you know, I fucked around and found out with Nail here, I was afraid of there being any other, like, insta-kill mechanics, so I didn't get to show off Bahamut's cool thing. Which I shall do now, provided I don't immediately kill him again. Here we go. Wait, no, this is a pushback? Yes. Thank you. I was like, I can't hit you when you have a magic shield up, sir. Yeah, so now we have to survive a really long ad phase because I think I'm skipping and combining several phases into one. God, she's so pretty. I love my character. I love friend Luna. Oh, hi. Why does that look like the AI the Somnium Files logo? It's the world famous meta champion, eh, Nolly? Am I just dodging your attack because I'm so high level? We beat around Reborn, and now I'm trying to show off Bahamut's cool attack because I accidentally skipped it. Dancing with the dragon? Hell yeah.
Walk free, walk free, walk free.
Come on, Bahamut. Come back down. I want to show off your cool thing.
So
Welcome to Terra Flare. That's what I didn't show off, but I should have. And I'm, of course, going to take an excuse to listen to answers again. I don't know if I've seen, but Square tweeted a quote from FF9, I think it's like 2 days ago, starting to believe that they might be cooking something. Could be? But yeah, I just felt a little bad that I skipped Bahamut's Terra Flare. do hope FF9 gets like a proper remake like how 7 does. Feeling kind of bad? Watch this. You think I give a shit, sir? Anyway, that's all of that I wanted to share. Can I do anything else to extend stream time a little tiny bit? Oh, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Nope, not there. We can do the holiday thing! Because there's a holiday thing I forgot. Yeah, Gold Saucer music. It was fun because I played this before I played OG7. And, just having, like, hearing the Gold Saucer music here and then hearing it in 7, I was just like, oh, wow, they really did just take it from 7. Let me, number one, get out of this fucking outfit. And then, oh no, how weird the freaking, thing turned off. How fucking weird. That's weird. That's not supposed to happen like that. And then not you. Where's fucking you? Change my hair. Spent so many hours in that place in OG7, especially the chocobo racing. Dude, I grinded the chocobo racing off stream so that I could get the gold chocobo, and it took me like hours. Oh, so in case you can't tell by my tone of voice whenever I'm like, oh no, the screen went black. Oh no. I'm joking because I purposely disabled the view for a split second. There we go. I'm as I should be. Let's go do holiday quest because it's here and why not? I think it's in Gridania? I hope it's in Gridania. Yes, it is. Cool. Papaya, papaya! Papaya! Because we have Fantasy Easter. In pursuit of excellence. Jilly Aliapo has a great deal to say about Hatching Tide. Hatching Tide is upon us once more! I hope the season finds you an excellent fettle. For my part, Felona, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again. Races are easy once you know the stamina trick. Yeah, no. I mean, it just took so many races because I was starting from... I did all of it in like one go. I went from having, you know, just like a regular base chocobo all the way up to having to go chocobo in like one sitting. It took for fucking ever. While I have your attention, allow me to expound upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatchingtide has its origins in the days before the 7th Umbral Calamity, when 12 sages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. Not to mention, you know, the grind of trying to find a good quality chocobo in the wild to get started with. I've been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year was no exception. I saw a great mass of eggs, as vivid as those before you now, borne aloft unto the heavens. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonders to Hatchingtide before, so needless to say, I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I commissioned ought to arrive at any moment now. Oh, Jilly, it's a disaster! The cart toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but I can't say the same for the eggs. Oh, good heavens! I'm glad to hear the poor driver was unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dream? Don't worry, I'll just simply fashion some more eggs myself. Though to create the quantity required will take time, we're already facing a minor delay at this point. If only I could assign someone to help you. Alas, the other dreamers are busy enough as it is, and I must see to the schedule alterations myself. But wait, Ferluna, perhaps you'd be willing to lend a hand? Ferluna, oh, how wonderful it is to see you again. Knowing what an exemplary assistant you are gives me a cause for hope. If you're happy to help, that is. Yeah, I'll help. And right back to Papaya! Thank you. The first order of business will be procuring more of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Our supplier should be in the market. He's a burly fellow, so he shouldn't be difficult to spot. We can only hope he has enough stock. Well, hopefully there's no egg shortage inflation here in fantasy worlds like there are in real life. Oh, hey. What are you two doing? It's good to see you again. We're using Gridani as our base of operations, honing our skills while offering our assistance as the guilds require it. We may be able to enjoy a comparatively peaceful life at present, but it does not mean there's no trouble afoot. There's no rest for the Scions. This is Hoary Boulder's brother, by the way. We will meet him eventually. Oh, how I miss Hoary Boulder. I longed for the day where I could have a brother on each arm, but it seems all that dream was for naught. My appetite is lost, and sleep does not come easy. I can scarce hold my bow without my hand starting to shake. Could this be? This lack of brotherly love must be causing me to suffer withdrawal. Oh, help me, Clemens! You need professional help, girl. Nonona's hat's cute. Yeah, the egg cats are kind of cute. A little silly, but a little cute. Don't mind the giant tonberry. You're that dreamer who was here before, ain't you? Promise to be sure. Fremmel's out of the supplies you need, though. No, the egg shortage is real! And fake and real! Is there really nothing you can do for us? Why do your eyes look so bloodshot, sir? Well, I do have some tiny old odds and ends, or surplus wares that might be of use. If you want them, they're all yours. Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you can come together something together with these. The storage fees were eaten into me, Prof. I mean, I'd rather see them put to good use. When I ordered the initial batch of supplies, I remember thinking what a kind fellow he was. And he certainly proved me right. Anyway, we better take stock of what he's given us. Let's see, this leather looks durable. We've got some metal strings and rings that could do for a mechanism of sorts. And these lengths of lumber could be cut down to a more portable size. I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water-repellent alchemical solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's always a first time for everything. Besides that, there are plenty of bits and bobs. We should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recreate the eggs Jilly saw in her dream with these. We could make something far easier to get off the ground, though. Parasols! The trick would be making them look eggy enough. Any rounded object looks like an egg from far enough away. It's science. The shell makes the egg, as they say. Do they say that? Any road, we should paint them. Yeah, let's maybe paint them? You're right. With some festive patterns on the outer canopy and a convincingly eggy structure, the parasols might just make for a worthy replacement. Parasols are a sight more fiddly than your standard egg, though. With just the two of us, production will take far too long. So we need to enlist further help, just as I did with you. Fortunately, the guild artisans should be less likely to balk at a request for parasol parts than a rush order for a myriad eggs, particularly if we supply the materials. Let us first pay a visit to the Leather Workers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. Then let us away. Give her help! I've explained the situation to Geva, and she seems inclined to sympathy. If we keep our manners about us, we should manage to secure the guild's assistance. Ha! If it isn't for Lona, you must be the adventurer assistant Nonotsa spoke of. She was just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatching Tide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid. Though I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into parasol canopies. The material is water resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's a water repellent you're after, then say no more. We just so happen to have the necessary ingredients, so I can see to its preparation. In the meantime, would you take this timber over to the Carpenters Guild and request that they craft the parasol frame? We can meet up by the Black Rabbit's Trader style, anon. I can do that, I can do that. Faster to teleport or to just, I don't know, it's fine. Beaten! Why do you stand there like a frightened schoolchild? If you need something, speak. A sort of timber, various lengths of timber ready to be sawn and lathed into parasol parts. Can you turn these into parasol frames? Parasol frames? A task not beyond your own skill, no doubt. Would the eminence of the holiday not force you to compromise their quality? You've done well to seek aid, Lona, and you shall have it. The younglings in the Akron Orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the Parasol's preparations. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild has the matter in hand. Thanks, Beaton. I trust everything went well at the Carpenters Guild. I've just placed an order for the alchemical solution and a few other things besides. The next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Jillian once I finish, so you can go ahead and wait with her. And away we go. Papaya, papaya, papaya. Welcome back, friend Lona. You'll be pleased to hear that I've adjusted the schedule to accommodate our little mishap, and all is set to proceed. How far are the eggs? We no longer have eggs, we have umbrellas and parasols. Substituting parasols for eggs? What a wonderful idea! I can hardly wait to see when Hinota cooks up for the prototype. Though we must wait. Are you? Yes, you are. Exceeding expectations. Jilly Aliapo is patiently waiting to see the parasol prototype. Hinota will surely be along at any moment now. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Allow me to present to you with the very first Archon egg parasol. Archon? Archon? My Archon. Oh, the little chocobo on top. I love it. What a fine example of ingenuity. It's magnificent. I'm so glad you approve. With your blessing, I'll begin producing more to distribute. In the meantime, we find ourselves at a loose end. But we cannot let Hinota outstrip us in hatching tight spirit. There must be more we can do. Perhaps let's show off your parasol to the townsfolk. Perhaps we can drum up a crowd with the promise of gifts. Let's show off the parasol. But of course, we are to promote our newest addition to the festivities. If we can tell even a few Gridanians that these gorgeous accoutrements will be available to those who celebrate with us, we'll spread on its own accord. With that in mind, I shall keep mine unfurled and on display. You use your adventurer's instincts to identify those most in need of egg-themed accessories. Market is always busy. Let us look for potential celebrants there. Let's go then! The whiplash from Papaya to just normal Gridania music is so funny to me. We dreamers are responsible for all the decorations you see throughout the city. Take that basket over there, for instance. I came up with the idea and Hinota worked her magic to create the final product. I say, madam, you must tell me where I might acquire a resplendent parasol like unto your own. At our Hatching Tide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheater? I'd be delighted. As a true connoisseur of eggs, both decorative and edible, I attend annually in glimpse of in hopes of glimpsing ovoid perfection. What the fuck are you talking about, my guy? And this parasol surpasses my every imagining. Such elegance, such egginess. Why, that parasol is an absolute delight. It's not often you see that level of craftsmanship paired with such decorative flair. This might be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. Might I ask who is responsible for this masterpiece? The Leatherworkers Guild, the Carpenters Guild, the Black Rabbit Traders, and our Dreamers all had their parts to play. And if you join us in celebrating Hatching Tide, you can receive one just like it. I should have known that the guild's artisans were involved. If it means getting my hands on a parasol, I'll be more than happy to take part in the festivities. And one more. Heavens above! Is that an adorable parasol fashioned after an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheater, you'll receive one just like it. For years, I've searched for a parasol as darling as an egg, and getting sunburned and soaked by turns. You offer me, For years, I've searched for a parasol as darling as an egg, getting sunburned and soaked by turns, and you offer me one free of charge. 'Tis a Hatching Tide miracle. I expect those three will tell all and sundry about our parasols. Our work here is done. Where are we going? Okay, yeah, just back over here. Well, that went rather swimmingly. You clearly have an eye for egg connoisseurs. I shall go and see how many attendees are gathered at the amphitheater. Be free to join us when you have a moment. Back we go. Yeah. The folks together certainly are enthusiastic about showing off their parasols. Fortunately, no one's lost an eye yet. Look, Fernlona, isn't the sight of those parasols simply marvelous? They're all just standing there like the emoji. They're not doing anything. Eggs held aloft, just as in my dream. Hooray, we did it, Jilly! We certainly did. Shall we officially declare this Hatching Tide a success? Hold that thought, you've yet to see the half of it. Whom is talking to me? Oh, the Black Rabbit Trader. My Senta, I'm not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of my customers asked about your parasols. More than can comfortably gather here, in fact. Nevertheless, I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. With how many left my stall with a smile on their face and a parasol in hand, the whole city is awash in floating eggs. Incredible! To think the parasols are bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Yeah? Wait, Jilly, they're one and the same, aren't they? The celebration has spread across the city, borne by a great mass of floating eggs. You're right. I was intent on gathering people here, but the eggs in my dream were far too numerous to contain in one place. They were always meant to be seen far and wide. That are our original plans met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, for we touched the hearts of more people than I dared to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind, this will go down as a hatching tide to remember. Black Rabbit traders shall continue distributing parasols to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they're drawing business in spades. Nanota told me how to assemble them, so I can prepare as many as necessary. Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity, Nanota? I couldn't have done it without our able adventurer. Ah, that reminds me, I have something for you, Frelona. That's the very second parasol I ever made. After Chili's, of course. I thought fitting that you receive it. With eggs aloft across the city, that's all that's left is to enjoy the festivities. Your work may have finished, Frelona, but hatching time most certainly hasn't. Hooray. Problem para solved. Oh, Jesus Christ, everyone's loading in. There we go. We have this weird egg umbrella. Hell yeah. This thing. God, there's so many people here. So that... Okay, you don't have anything. Yeah, that seems like a good place to call it. I don't know how else. Yeah, egg. I don't know what else to do. Where's a scenic place to call it? Why am I going the long way? Whatever, it's fine. Let's end it here. Say goodbye. Vanguard Samurai said you weren't to get uppies. I'm not giving you chicken nuggies either. But yeah, saying goodbye to Frelona. We won't see her for a little bit. Especially because on Sunday, I'll be starting Breath of the Wild afresh, which is going to take 5 bajillion years to get through. Oh boy. Who to raid? I'm sending you to Sirik again for more Fist of the North Star. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you have a good night, a good evening, whatever time it is for you. I hope you take care of yourselves, and I will see you all tomorrow for some more Earthbound Beginnings, or Mother 1, whatever you want to call it. Bye-bye.